And good morning to you. It is 5:15 here on your Tuesday, getting you back out the door for what is hopefully going to be a short work week. We're already tracking a few showers out there. Take a live look at radar. Now, fortunately, this is nothing like what we saw yesterday, and we're not expecting that. And while we will probably have some showers around, it doesn't look like the same type of setup here. But nonetheless, rain gear could be your friend at some point this morning or even through the afternoon. But this morning, some showers down in lower Lafourche. We've got a shower right over Houma, trying to get up into Gray and Schriever there. And we've also got a few sprinkles getting under the West Bank and over the lake, so you may see a sprinkle or two. As we go through the day, notice not a widespread big rain day, but there's some scattered showers, really isolated showers, maybe a rumble of thunder through the day. This is tomorrow. Notice not much happening on Wednesday, just a few isolated showers. But Thursday, I bumped up our rain chances to 40% as a weak front. It is technically a cold front. It starts to move into the area. Now, this is going to be a slow mover. It may take a couple days for it to get from the North Shore all the way to the coast, but I do think it will eventually get all the way down towards our coastal areas by the Saturday, Sunday time frame. So as that front slowly moves through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we'll have a chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Of course, the rain is beneficial. Most places yesterday did not pick up that 4, 5, 6, 7 inches of rain. That was really in a small area, and we are still in a burn ban across a big part or across the entire state. We're in an ongoing drought. While every bit of rain helps, it sometimes takes a little bit to get out of that drought. I do think by the end of the weekend here, we will see some slightly drier air come in. So by Sunday and Monday, not feeling as muggy across the area, and that's thanks to that weak boundary that moves in. That cool front brings a little bit of a northerly wind as we end the weekend. So it'll feel slightly better Sunday and Monday, but it'll still be pretty warm in the low 90s. So we're staying in the 90s for the foreseeable future. The tropics for us, look, the Gulf is quiet. There's nothing in the Caribbean to worry about. So there's no threats to the Gulf of Mexico for at least the next week. I can guarantee you that much. But these two features now have a high chance of becoming our next tropical depressions and probably named storms. And Invest 95 still has that potential to blow up into a big storm. It's looking pretty healthy this morning. Wouldn't be surprised if either today or tomorrow the National Hurricane Center tags this as a depression or our next named storm. Our models, the GFS, the American, and the Euro in green, they're in agreement on where this thing is headed in the near term. But then it starts to diverge or separate on what they think this thing is going to do. This is by Sunday. Hopefully, this stays just north of the islands. But once again, if I'm in Puerto Rico or the Virgin Islands, I'm watching this thing closely because this has the potential to be a big hurricane by this weekend. And then it starts to make that turn, but the American model a little bit faster with the turn. The GFS faster. The European model in green there is a little bit slower, but they do show that turn as it makes its way around the ridge of high pressure. Now, why is it going to make that turn and not head towards probably Florida or the Gulf? Well, we got this big trough coming down, and that's going to protect at least the Gulf and the southern part of the East Coast. Now, if you live up in New England or even into parts of the Canadian Maritimes, this could impact your area in about 10 days or so. Could is the key word there. So New England and points to the north, watching that thing very, very closely. There's a lot of unknowns still with it being so far away from being so far out there. Next name, by the way, is Lee, so that one would probably be Lee, and then the one behind that could be Margot. That's our M storm for the 2023 season. So we love it. Quiet for us. We'll be watching that thing for our East Coast friends, though, as we get into the end of next week. Our 7-day forecast, 92 today with a few showers, maybe a thunderstorm, 93 tomorrow, not as much rain. Hotter on Thursday, hot on Friday as that weak front comes in. It obviously doesn't bring colder temperatures, but I think we'll be a little less humid. And if you're going to be in town for the Saints game on Sunday, looking mostly dry, it does look like, with a little less humid weather, so not too bad if you're going to be out after that noon kickoff. Marine forecast, watching for a few showers the next couple of days. Those southeast winds will be the most prominent direction for today and tomorrow. And then as we get into Wednesday, our winds starting to switch more out of the west.